What is going on, guys? I am Jehovah, and once again, I'm bringing you some Modern Warfare Remastered. The classic Call of Duty 4. It's coming back. We all know that. It's less than 2 weeks away now, and I couldn't be more excited. And we're going to talk about a couple things here today. I tweeted out some polls early this morning. They don't have the most results right now, but they've got a little bit to work on. I was surprised by some of the results of these polls, and I just kind of wanted to make a video talking about that. Wanted to share this beautiful gameplay with you guys here. This is another game of S&D. You can see I'm using a silenced AK here, looking absolutely beautiful, and we're running around on the iconic map Vacant. So much fun on this map. Get fucked, Swifter. Eat that AK dick. Anyways, so this is what's going on. I tweeted out this morning. I feel bad about what I just said about Swifter. He's a totally nice guy. Just kidding, buddy. Love you. Okay, so my first poll question was, what will you be playing most this winter? And 8% said Infinite Warfare. 71% said Modern Warfare Remastered. And surprisingly, 21% said both equally. So that got me thinking, like, how much of this Call of Duty crowd that's around today is a newer crowd? You have to think about the last two, at least the last two. I guess you could throw Ghosts in there. They've been quite different and not as popular. But the last two, being Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 and now Infinite Warfare coming out, they have all this new movement system, right? Which is wall running, you know, boost jumping, side dashing, crap like that, right? It got me thinking, how many people have just started playing Call of Duty in that era and are now used to it, right? Which is kind of a funny thing, because that makes me wonder how likely we are to get new Call of Duties that actually are boots on the ground, because I think they've got themselves in a really scary position right now. They have this huge new fan base that actually does enjoy that new movement system, and a huge fan base that's from the older Call of Duties like myself that don't like that at all and want to go back to it. You can't really have both unless you start releasing like 2 Call of Duties every year. But anyways, they've got themselves in a really weird predicament right now. Anyways, so there's this new generation of COD players. So I tweeted this out. I'm curious, how many people actually played Call of Duty 4 back in, quote-unquote, the day, right? 42... Let me just refresh right here. Let me refresh, see if we got any new numbers. Yeah, 42%. 42% of the 2,890 votes that are in right now as I'm looking at this say they have never played Call of Duty 4. That's insane. 42%. 58% saying, yeah, I played it quite a bit, right? So I would put myself under that played it quite a bit category. But not everybody's been there, right? I'm 28 years old. I know. Man, that hurts saying it. But I'm 28 years old. Call of Duty 4 came out in 2007. That was almost 10 years ago, right? So I would have been 18 when that came out. That was like the prime time. That's like the prime gaming age, right? And when that came out, I still lived in an area where there weren't really... Well, I lived in a rural, like, country environment, right? Like a very small high school. And high-speed internet wasn't really a thing. So whenever I played Xbox Live, I put myself in the category of played quite a bit of Call of Duty 4, but I didn't have Xbox Live at the time. The times that I was playing is whenever I was over at a friend's house that was lucky enough to actually have high-speed internet, and I would play it as much as I possibly could before I had to leave and all that good stuff. But you know, I still barely had the option to play back then. High-speed internet wasn't near as much... I mean, it was out, don't get me wrong, obviously, but it wasn't near as common as far as, like, how many households just had it as it is now, right? So that's a really interesting thing to think of. Even the people that were in that age group of mine, some people might not have even had the ability to play. Maybe they played through the campaign, but they really couldn't play online at all. You know, maybe they never even got to try campaign or try the multiplayer on Xbox Live or PlayStation Network. And that's really, really interesting to me. And then also, there's a lot of my viewers and my followers on Twitter and stuff that are just way, way younger than me. And when that game came out, maybe they were, you know, like not even 10. Like maybe they were super young and I'm saying they, but maybe you were super young. Oh my god, that kill right there on Joel, I remember he was so mad. He hit markered me with the R700, and I just shit on him with my AK. He was so fucking pissed. But yeah, it's really surprising to me, and very interesting to think about that a lot of people, when Call of Duty 4 came out and was in its prime, they were too young to be, you know, they were either too young and maybe they weren't even a gamer yet, or they didn't have high-speed internet or whatever. It's really interesting to me that almost half the people that answered my poll have not played Modern Warfare Remastered, and essentially this is a brand new Call of Duty coming out to them this year. And that is so cool. That is really awesome. I'm so excited for you guys to get your hands on this and see, you know, what you think. Like, this is what Call of Duty actually is, you know. In my opinion, the stuff that's coming out these years isn't Call of Duty. It's just not. It's a game. You shoot people, and there's some kill streaks and some perks, but that's about as close as it gets to Call of Duty for me. It is not Call of Duty. This game, Modern Warfare Remastered, when it comes out, I want you guys to play it, and I want you guys to understand that this is Call of Duty. This is what Call of Duty is all about. This is what the franchise should feel like. This game is beautiful. They have made it look amazing. On that note, I want to point out that I was having some capture card issues at the event. I was actually using the HD60S or whatever. I bought it brand new a few days before I went out just for this event. And for whatever reason, I think it was my laptop, whenever I was trying to put it into some higher bit rates and stuff, my laptop was freaking out. So this was actually captured in 1080p, but it's in 30 frames per second. So I'll try rendering. I rendered the last Modern Warfare Remastered video out in 30 frames, and everybody was like, blah, 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 blah. But I figured if I capped it in 30, why render it in 60? But I'll try it. I'll try rendering it in 60 this time to see if it makes it look any better. But it was capped at 30, so you know you're limited by that, obviously. But I just want to vouch for it that it looks amazing. It looks amazing, and you know, my capturing setup might not have been the best. Some of the other guys that went to the event, you'll see them in the kill feed. I'm sure they're uploading videos. Some of them probably captured in full 60 frames per second, 1080p. Anyways, yeah, I'm just really excited for this to come out. Now, my next thing being, you can see we're playing Kill Confirmed here. Now, if you don't know about Kill Confirmed, basically you get a kill, and they drop dog tags. You don't actually get a point for the team until you pick up that dog tag. And basically it was brought up with the notion of, hey, this is going to prevent camping. A lot of people were bitching about campers in Call of Duties, and they thought, hey, you know what, instead of just classic TDM, we're basically going to make the same thing, but you got to get the dog tags to score the point for the team. So therefore, you know, maybe it'll be a little bit better. Maybe it'll prevent some of that annoying gameplay. I am so sorry, my phone just went off. So anyways, kind of on that note, they brought in a game type from Modern Warfare 3 into Call of Duty 4. Kind of a crazy thing to think about, right? So I tweeted out this. I said, hey, what are your all's thoughts on Modern Warfare Remastered DLC? Would you want popular maps from other similar CODs? Meaning, you couldn't bring in Black Ops 3 maps, or better example, Advanced Warfare maps into Modern Warfare Remastered because that alternative movement system is there. You couldn't bring in a map where the map was made for booster jumps and wall running into Call of Duty 4. It just wouldn't really play right. Which, I just want to say real quick, is the reason that Terminal on Infinite Warfare sucks complete ass and no one cares, because you can't bring a map from a classic COD and try to make it herp derpy jetpack bullshit and it still play the same way. People can get on top of the plane on Terminal. Like, why the part of the map where there was a tank, it was outside the like hallway, and there was a gas tank on top, and people would camp up there and try to snipe and stuff like that, but then you could shoot the tank if they were camping and kill them, or throw a nade up there or whatever. People could just jump up on top of that. Why is anybody gonna go in the plane? Why is there gonna be There's not going to be gunfights inside the plane on Terminal in Infinite Warfare because people can just jump on top of it and fly around and shit like that. I wasn't excited, and people were like, oh my god, Terminal's back. No, it's not. It's Terminal in space. Fuck that map. Anyways, so would you guys like DLC including maps from similar Call of Duties, meaning like Modern Warfare 2, where the play style is essentially the same? It's all boots on the ground. There was different kill streaks and perks and stuff like that, but it's not going to affect how the map plays as far as just throwing it into Call of Duty 4, right? I mean, for the most part, it should be about the same. So, maps like Favela, High Rise, Terminal. Would you guys pay for this DLC? Or maybe it's free DLC. Would you be interested in the DLC? Or, no, stick to only original maps. And this was really surprising to me. 64% agree with me, say, I would pay. I would pay even if they dropped a map pack, say there was 3 maps. Say it was those 3 maps, Favela, High Rise, Terminal. I'd drop $5 on that, probably even 10. To play some fresh, new maps. I guess technically they're not new, they're remakes, whatever. In Modern Warfare, I would do it 100%. That would be amazing. It would keep the life of this game going. It'd make more content for me, you know, as a content producer. I think it would be great. But a whopping 36% of over the 2,000 votes said, no, keep it only original maps. And at first I was like, why? Like, what is the adverse... What is the downside of there being DLC maps from other Call of Duties? I don't see the point. Like, why not have new maps? I think it would be great. You know, maybe some people are just like immediately against it because no, DLC, microtransactions, whatever. Okay, I see your point there, I guess, if you just don't want to pay any more for this game. What if it was free, though? What if it's a free DLC? Does that change your mind then? Somebody else made a good point on my Twitter. No, that would make it less special if they did, in fact, remaster Modern Warfare 2. You know, then it wouldn't be as exciting to see Favela and, you know, those maps once they came out for that. Which I kind of get that too, but at the same time, if we had both, why not? And it doesn't just have to stop at Modern Warfare 2. Any of the boots on the ground Call of Duties, you know, why not a new map? And even still, what if they went through the campaign of Call of Duty 4 and made even more... you know, maps inspired from the campaign or whatever. If they went through the campaign and so the mission at what is it, Chernobyl, whenever you're by the Ferris wheel and you have to keep everybody from coming at you with a sniper rifle, what if they turned that Chernobyl? I know that's actually, what is it, block? Yeah, that's block, but I'm talking about like the back end where it's like actually Carnival. What if they opened up that part of the single-player campaign and essentially turn that into a multiplayer map? I think that would be fucking sick. Brand new, fresh maps for Call of Duty 4 right now would be insane. Now, are they going to want to commit the time and the money to produce new maps for Modern Warfare Remastered when their flagship game that they want to promote is Infinite Warfare? I don't know. Only time will tell. We'll have to see. I think it would be amazing. I'm really, really curious to see, you know, where people are going to be at a year from now. Like, who's going to be playing Infinite Warfare still? Who's going to be playing Modern Warfare Remastered still? Where did both of them go as far as popularity and just how all of that is going to play out? Also, real quick, I want to say, I know my KDs weren't, like, amazing in either one of these games, but just check out those people in the kill feed. I'm playing, like, people like Pamaj on the sticks over there with a sniper rifle throwing down ridiculous amounts of kills. Noah, the zombies guy, ain't just a zombies guy, I found out. He's beast mode in this game. It's insane. Prestigious Key, T-Martin, all these guys. You know, I was holding my own, and I'm okay with that. So anyways, guys, if you agree with me and you want to see COD 4 DLC, leave a like on the video. If you don't want to see COD 4 DLC, leave a dislike on the video. Let's find out. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.